Got you. Today we're going to see about Stata. This training is prepared for postgraduate students. So I'm very happy today for being here, and we will see in detail all about Stata in our topic. So please, guys, stay with me until the end of my presentation. Okay. Stata is a very great software for everyone else, and it is so great, and we can use it for different type of data analysis and for different kind of research. So we will see how to use this very great application for our data analysis. And here is our outlines. We have an outline. Then we will start from what it means by Stata. Okay, so it is a powerful statistical package with smart data management facilities, a wide array of up-to-date statistical techniques, and it is an excellent system for producing publication quality graphs. Um, we do have I'm in Stata software. Let me open the software, and we can also see how to use it. Okay. From here, as you have seen, the starter windows looks like this, and we have three main features. This is a very great interface, and the first one is menu bar. Menu bar is found at the top of the software, and as you have seen from here, this part is called menu bar. And we have also tools bar. Tools bar is found under the menu bar. It is like a shortcut. Then we have five windows. Okay. We have five windows here. The first window is called review window. You have seen from here. This one is called review window, and the review window is it is a place where our history of our work is stored. We will see what we have done in our Stata windows. So they are collectively stored over here. This is a collection of the story of our work. And also, this part is also called a do file part. A do file part we will see in the future. But you can also like understand the do files from when we have arrived to learn about it. So this is for used for story. The next one is result window. Result window is used for displaying of our results, what we have done in our command. We will just command our software to do something for us, but the result will be displayed over result window. Then we have another window. The other window is called variables window. Variable window is found at the top on the right corner, and this is a variables window, and we have a list of variables like our interest, like maybe socio-demographic factors or any others like age, educational level, marital status. So they are going to be listed under variables window. After that, the last window is called property window. Properties window is it is a window where a lot of description is written down about our each variables. For example, if we have one single variable here, age, in the variables window, all about age descriptions will be displayed under property window. Let me show this thing from the software. This is Stata software. If we open the Stata software, it looks like this. And you have seen from here, we do have a lot of parts, and but we have three categories. The first one is menu bar. Menu bar is this one. This one is called menu bar, and this one is called tools bar. And also we have a review window over here, and we have a result window. This is a result window, and this one is a command window. The variable window is this one, and the property window looks like this one. So this is what it looks like. We can change the color of our result window by right clicking over here and then clicking on the preference. Then you can click over here and make whatever you want. For example, the standard one is white. This standard is white, but most of the time Stata should have to be in a black color, so we have to change this window into black color. So here we come here and click the classic one, classic. Then we apply, then click OK. It looks like this one. So this is what it is, guys. Then after we will see what we are going to do. Okay, so the command window is the first window. It is a very important. It's the heart of our Stata, and it is where we can enter the command or instructions to perform various operations with an active database. That means we may have interest to do something like maybe tabulating or like multiplication or addition or a lot of thing or like binary logistic regression or whatever it is. So it is a place where we write all our command, where we just command our software to do something for us. So it is called command window. It is used to submit a command to the Stata or to make our software to do something what we want to do in our project or in our research. Then we have a result window. Result window is it is a the place where our result will be displayed, whether it is correct or not. Everything will be like displayed over the result window. It contains all the command and also the textual result. Yes, the result will be displayed and also the command will be displayed on the result window. You can clear out the result window at any time by right-clicking in the result window and selecting clear result from the contextual menu. If you don't want to see the display of your result and you want to clear it, you can right-click and clear this thing. For example, if you don't want to see this one, you can right-click here and clear result. So everything is cleared. Everything is cleared. um, we can do like that. So here, this is a command window. If you write anything here, it's going to be displayed over here. Whether it is correct or not, it's gonna be displayed over the result window. But um, from here, as you have seen, the first thing is what I command to my software. This one is a command. This one is a result. It is, unrecognized because I just write something, randomly. So this is what we call it command window, and this one is what we call it a result window. For example, if you say here edit, this will be displayed. You can just have you seen it here? The edit will be right down over our result window. So let's come back to our PowerPoint. That is what it is. Okay, the review window. The review window is the history of our command that have been entered, whether it is correct or not. It gonna be stored under the review window. This window lists all the command, and we can even reuse our command in a later time by just clicking over the command that is displayed under the review window. Let me show you from here. This is a review window, the review window. So under the review window, all our command, whether it is correct or not, will be displayed over here. If our command is correct, it is black in color, but if it is wrong or unrecognized by our software, it is red. And also, if there is a comment, it's gonna be represented by another color. So this is a review board, or where all what we have done is stored. We can right click here and delete if we don't want it. For example, I can delete this one because it is not correct. Yeah, you can delete all what is incorrect, and later on you can copy all thing from this review board and use as a do file to do something like in, because every time we don't need to write the command over here. I don't need to write the command over here every time, but you can click here and enter it. You can click here and enter. So for a later time, it can be used like a do file. So we need to know this thing. This is a review, what the review window looks like. We also know that successful command displayed in black if it is recognized by our software, and if it is unsuccessful or unrecognized by our software, if it is error code, it is displayed in red. Then we have another window. The fourth window is variables window. The variables window is it shows the list of variables in the active data set along with selected property of the variables. That means we do have a lot of variables that is going to be listed under the variable window. By default, it show all the variables and their variable labels, because we know variable label from SPSS or from another software. So anyways, they will be displayed over here from our Stata. The variable will be displayed under variables. We have a name and a label of the variables. Only name and the label of the variable will be displayed under the variables. Okay. Then there is also the property window, the properties window. It is a display of variables and their dataset properties. Their dataset properties. If a single variable is selected in the variables window, its property is displayed under the property window. accordingly. But we can also select multiple variables from the variable window, and their description will be displayed under the property window. There may be two or three variables, but we can select also a single variables or like a lot of variables. Okay, as a general, the toolbars is the next level under the menu bar. We have here they are as symbols, but we can we can have their names, we can memorize their name. But for example, this one, the first thing is here is called open. If you want to open your folder or something from your computer through Stata software, you can click over here, or you can click over file, and there is also what we call it open under the file. This one is save. Yeah, we need to save our work. So if you wanna save your work, you can click this shortcut, or you can click under files and the save. There is a save file. Here is a print. Display a list of window. If you want to display a list of window, you can click over print sign. This is a print sign. And log, this one is a log. Log is a very important, and it is a very precious for Stata software utilizers, because sometimes we have to know that how long we stay on this software. So the starting time and the ending time will be recorded by the log. Log is used to begin the new log, or closes or suspend or resume the current log, because it can be used for confirming the time we start and the time we end our software analysis. Then we have a viewers. Viewers is used to viewing our data set. And also we have a graph. You can click over here and select any type of graph you want. And there is a do file editor. The do file editor is opens the do file editor, or bring a do file editor, or it is used for like saving your do files for a later time. If you want to use our current data set for another analysis, we can use a do file, as that this is the symbol for a do file editor. Data editor edit. Data editor edit is opens the data editor, or brings the data editor to the front of the other Stata window. If you want to display this in the front of the other Stata window, you can click over here. Then we have also data editor browse. Data editor browse is only to show how your data looks like. It is a preview of your data. Variables manager, this one is a variables manager, and opens the variable manager. If you want to open the variable manager, you can click this toolbar. And clear more condition, this is a clear more condition. If you tell Stata to continue when it has paused in the middle of the long output. Sometimes our command may be very long, it may take a lot of long time or long minutes. So if you want to like continue, you can click this one, and you can see at the end of your starter data. This one is the X sign is to break. For example, you just command your command is a very long command, and your starter is running that program, but in the middle of the time you don't want it and you want to stop it. So if you want to stop it, what you have to do is clicking this sign, or the break sign. Okay, from starter, the toolbar, this one is, let me open this one. If I click over here, it is open, it say open. So you can open the starter file. The starter file, only starter file will be displayed under the starter. So you can find the DTA. The starter file is called DTA, so you can find it from your computer. Okay, then this one is for saving, this one is for print, and you can also use this one, for example, like open. There is open here, a log begin. For example, log begin. You can begin, you know, by titling here the log rank Stata test. Yeah, this file indicate that it is the time when you begin your file and when you end your file, so you can save it, right? Here it is, we've created and we started on uh, our Stata is opened on November 60, 2022 at this time 12:49 for it. At this time we've started, so we can stop the log rank after we stop or we finish our. Okay, this is how we use our Stata. So it is a like introduction, and you don't need to be confused because we will see later all in all what our Stata looks like. But for now, you need to have like some knowledge about terminology. That's why I'm just describing it. Okay, before we gonna start our software, like before using Stata software, we need to know some features that we're gonna use in our Stata. For example, in our Stata, if you wanna say equal, or if you want to use equal sign, you have to write double equal sign, like here. Double equal means equal to or double equal sign. It is a double equal, so that say equal. For example, if you say a equals to b, you don't need to write a only single equal, but you need to write double equal sign to show your software you are talking to your software that you want to say something is equal to something. So we have to use double equal sign for equal. Here, the quotation mark with the equal sign or the sign is indicate that if it is not equal to, for example, if you have hypothesis and you want to test that hypothesis, h1 is not equal to 0, you want to write that symbol in the Stata. So if you want to write that symbol, you write like this means not equal. Greater than is greater than. Greater than or equal to. If you want to say greater than or equal to, you don't need to use the symbol that is used for greater than underscore, but you use greater than and equal in the same way. Oh, all right. The other one is less than. Less than is as it is less than. Less than or equal to. You have to write like this one. Less than, then equal to say um, less than equal to, because Stata can understand this language. He cannot understand um, the way we know something, the way we know something. But Stata only understand, what is already known in the software. Plus sign is addition. Minus sign is subtraction. This one is for multiplication. This one is for division, exponential. And that is used to assume condition, the sign symbol, and is used to indicate the both condition are occurring simultaneously at the same time. For example, if you want to say A equals A in the B, A in the B happen simultaneously at the same time. But this symbol, as you have seen, I don't know the name of the symbol, but this one is used to indicate that if either of one of the two is happening, or if you say or A or B, that means A can happen, B can happen, A or B can happen. That's how we use the symbol. So reading and importing data files. The first chapter is reading and importing data files. Directly enter data into Stata. We can directly enter our data into Stata. For example, data from our subject, our participant, our study participant, and we have a raw data. But what we have to do next is we have to enter our data to the software. You can use Excel for data entry, you can use AP data or AP info for data entry, and also you can use Stata directly, but sometimes it is not recommendable to use the the data directly to the Stata software. We don't recommend to enter our data like spaces or like AP data directly to the Stata, but it is great if we export from Excel or from another software. So directly to enter the data, what we have to do is first there is a data. After data, there is a data editor. After we open the data editor, there is a data editor edit. Data editor edit. Open data that are saved in the Stata format. If we already have saved data in the Stata form. The Stata form is .dta in the brackets. Like for example, if we use a Microsoft Word, it is something dot doxy or dix like that, PDF or something, you know that. So the Stata data is like formatted by this thing, like this thing. Okay. So debit data click, we can double click the Stata data file to load it into Stata, or I mean, if we have the stored data, we can click on that data and it can be like displayed in our software because it is already stored, I mean formatted with the DTA. Or we can go to file from our Stata, then open, then locate the file in your computer, or click the file and click on the open. This is not the command, by the way. This is not a command. If you used to open your file by the command, use file location on your computer or PC. You write a use, then file location on your computer. You write the file location in your computer, then when you enter, it gonna be displayed on the Stata. So let's see. For example, here data. Data is recognized. We cannot use this as a command. Have you seen it? Because we only use this menu bar to open our data. For example, I can open from the saved one. For example, let's say this one, exercise, open. Okay, I have opened it. Have you seen it? Do you think something changed to my software? Yes, of course, something is. You know, here the red one is as it is the year. For example, this one. Have you seen it from here? When you click over here, this is a command how you are going to open. If you want to use a command to open the data from your computer, but you know the location, the exact location where it found, you can write use, then space, write use, then space, then here we have a quotation mark, then F, then this is the location of my, actually this is the location of my data, where this data is found in my computer. It is not good to use a command for to open your data file because sometimes you don't memorize the location of your data. It is too long. So what we have to do is directly open from here. Open. Okay, you can open from where you found it. That's it. But the next one is if you want to enter the data by yourself, if you have no raw data, then you click data, then you can describe your data, but data editor, then edit data edit. Have you seen? This is why, because I've already entered another data to my computer, so I have to remove or clear this one. So clear. Okay, it is cleared. Have you seen it? When you write clear under your command, all the saved one will be cleared from your software. So I cleared and I want to have the raw data by myself. So I click over data and data editor, edit. Here you can write, for example, this variable name. The variable name can be right down here. You know, you can, okay. Then you can also write the variable name. Okay, then click. Have you seen it? So the label, the label can be, you can label your data, label your data. This is the variable one, and also the variable two. Yeah, of course, of course, of course. You can write like that, but after that, you need to enter all labels under the label of your software. So this is not my interest. So let me show you um, what I want to show you, because this is the next topic. Okay, so anyways, if you have a data, you can open from your file, directly goes to your file, and you can click over your data and you can export it over here. Okay, open data saved in the other formats. For example, you may have a data saved or in the spaces or in epinfo epdata. You can go to the file, then click on import, then choose format of your data set. I mean, from your computer, it might be Excel or a spreadsheet, how you save it, the data, then browse Excel file, tick import first row as a variable names, because the first row should have to be as a variable names, and finally you say okay. Or by command, import, then double quotation, file location on your PC, double quotation, enter. Okay, let me show you. You can come here and there is import. You have to select from here your data type. For example, data text, data in the fixed format, in a SAS, or in different, like for example, Excel. Let me say Excel. Then you will find from the browse. Okay, let me have it from here. It is, this one is Excel data. Then I click. You have to click over here, import first row as a variable names. Yeah, import all data as a string. No, sometimes there may be another type of data. So then you 70 column. Okay, then I say okay. Do you want to continue and lose unsafe data? Because I have unsafe data. Yes, I don't want them. I just want to have another data. So I've exported my data from Excel. Let me show you my data, what it looks like from the Excel one. From the Excel, the data I have imported to the software. Okay, where is gross? Gross. Okay, let open. Yeah, of course. This is my data. This is my data. For example, I have ID number, I have a weight of the baby, length of the baby, head circumference, weight, I mean head at the first month, weight at third month, length at third month, head at third month, their gender. This is my data, you know. This is all about my data. I know how just I coded my data. So this is what it is. So I want to analyze something from here, like what I want to analyze. So this is my data, gender, for example, two means male, one is female. So this is a recorded data, but this one is the number. It's not recorded. It's not labeled. So this is my what my data looks like. Okay, let's go back to the Stata. So this is how we export from Excel. From Excel, if you want to export from Excel, you can export like that. If you want I mean export from another another data type like a space, there is no space. I mean for Stata, we cannot use spaces data for Stata, I think. So what we have to do is converting our spaces to Excel, then we can use Excel. Or if our spaces is opened by SAS, we can use again that thing. Anyways, this is the introduction part, and we will see another thing like reading and importing data files, and also reading and importing data files with variable storage type. We can see this another time. For today, we have to practice this one. We come again with another video another time. Thank you guys for staying with me. Thank you so much. If you have any question, today we had enough. Thank you very much.